For the first time in the new year, we're live from the Oates Family Gymnasium. It's NorCal Sports TV's coverage of Destiny Christian basketball as they take on the Dragons from Bishop O'Dowd. And it might be January 11th, but Happy New Year to you if we haven't had the chance yet to wish you one. Alex Tasker here on play-by-play. Lauren Goodie joining us once again for Destiny Christian basketball. It's a packed gym for a Saturday. Not too bad of a crowd, to quote the Piano Man. But, yeah, it's going to be an interesting game tonight. Bishop O'Dowd coming all the way up from Oakland. Destiny Christian coming in. Lauren, they had a really rough schedule, some tough tournament challenges, but we talked to Mike Lorente preseason. We were here for opening night, and he mentioned he schedules these tough games to show these players, hey, play at the top level, you're going to get better from this.
This is exactly what we expect from Mike Lorente type team, and of course we expect a packed gym. It's early in the season, a lot of teams taking advantage of being able to fill in those gap games this weekend, next weekend, a ton of just extra basketball. So one, they know that the opponents that we're seeing tonight, top talent, you got people from all over the city just coming to see the game tonight. But shout outs to Bishop O'Dowd traveling up from Oakland to come and face across Destiny Christian, matched up both of them being able to go out and really go get some competition. They've had a rough preseason, and it's not because they can't handle the battle. They went to it. They want to get that challenge because they know in the long run it's going to pay dividends.
And you talked about it playing up to that challenge. Let's talk about the Dragons real quick. They come into tonight 7-5, 1-0 in league. And then this is not a league match. This is just one of those at-large bids you get before the season started. And of course, Coach Lorente says this is one of those teams that we saw in the Division II playoffs last year. They didn't face, but they were in there. And this is a good measuring stick game for them. 20-10 last year with the Dragons, 11-1 in league. They're looking to get back to the playoffs this year, and Lou Ritchie's team can get a bucket at any time.
Man, you want to get those juggernauts. It's always been that way. Being an upper north kid from Sacramento, you want to play those teams from the Bay Area, get those matchups where they might be on the other side of the bracket. Plus, we need these power points, okay? It all comes down to your tough competition, your ranked opponents. You want to play a team like this in the beginning of the season, especially to start the new year.
It's all who you play in the power points. You mentioned it real quickly before we step aside for pregame. Lions coming in 7-8, but 2-0 in league. Decisive wins over West Park and Grant within the last week. And Coach Lorente, before the game, he said, we need to play to the Destiny Christian standard. And I think if they do that tonight, you're going to see guys, I mean, we've talked about them all season. Jalen Valdez, Miles Wiggins. Another guy off the bench we might see is the sophomore, Nick Andriotti. Big game against Grant. We're wrapping up pregame here, about 15 seconds left. We'll step aside as we take care of opening ceremonies. When we come back, opening tip-off and the starting lineups right here on NorCal Sports TV.
That's what we do.
In a club with some words and I pipe down. Shawty got me out too high. I be stepping on them in some white ones. Can't control it, I think I'm too fly. She back to back, oh, she in that mode. I rip her tracks out, she gotta go. I hop up on my bike, it's piecing out of you. She's not about the way, that's where you go. If you believe in yourself, it will get you through it. Oh, I believe.
And a rousing rendition of the national anthem from the Destiny Christian Band. In full song, we've heard them. They sound darn good tonight. And now we're getting ready to read off the starting lineups here. We'll start with the Bishop O'Dowd Dragons. Caden Gibbs, the junior guard, will get the start along with Brandon Roundtree, Josh Green, Chris Jackson, and Avery Loftus. That is the Dragons starting five. The Dragons wearing their traditional black and gold. Coming all the way up from Oakland, California. Again, 7-5 early here on the season. And we'll go look over as the Lions are about to get their starting lineup read off here. Again, 7-8, 2-0 in league. Again, tonight, not a league matchup. And the starting lineup for the Lions is one that we've seen most of the season. Mo Kamara out there with Jep Tambala. Jalen Valdez is going to be the captain on the floor with Miles Wiggins. And Freddie Blue will take the point guard position. Freddie's had a great season. The time that we've seen him on this network, he's really impressed me. The junior has stepped up and really made himself a scoring threat, Goody.
No, he's grown a lot under Lorente, and he's really one of those spark plug type of kids. Once he gets rolling, but he does the intangibles. He runs solid positioning at point guard, facilitating and getting his team involved, but then he can knock down shots. He can push the tempo. He can play defense. I would like to watch him mature in this offense, in this scheme, and actually his role growing into now a starter.
As you see the special way they introduce these teams, bringing them to the court here. Another player I'm really interested in seeing tonight is Miles Wiggins, another junior here. He definitely steps up and he plays a great game for the Lions. I just need to see a little bit more consistency from the young man. We were talking to Lorente pre-game, and he was talking about how excited he is for the next season and the next guard to come up through. And he's talking about a lot of talent. I mean, you got Cameron Wall. He started the season as on varsity. He's back down to the JV team, but he's going to be coming back. He's a freshman. You also look at you got Alex De Leon, the dude, I call him the social media star. He's got 70,000 followers on TikTok, but he's a bucket too. He's going to look to Wiggins to be that leader next year. I'd love to see a really strong game from him because he can get into his head a little bit.
Wiggins, I think big part about Wiggins is watching other players play that with similar height and similar position, he could be one of those tweener forwards if he learns how to stretch his game. That's what I want to see him mature in. And then also, he's such a sweet kid, like respectful young man.
Absolutely.
And so he plays like that at times where you want to see him grab the ball, dominate, make good decisions, put the ball on the deck, go in, go out. He has those capabilities for sure. So I want to see him throughout this season maturing that. We saw him in the season opener, but then we also saw him at Gridley. And so, again, being able to mature in every level of the seasons, I think that's going to give him not only recruiting pool, but also a way to go ahead and take this team from Valdez as he hands it over to him when he graduates at the end of this year.
You brought up Gridley, and it was a heartbreaking loss for them that first night, but they rebounded pretty well.
Absolutely.
No pun intended on the rebound, but they did play well off the boards. Getting into the second and third games of that tournament. And then, a tough tournament. They were in Vegas. They were in Arizona. Back at home, the one thing I noticed, 3-0 on their home court tonight. This is one of those defend the den sort of moments here. Tough opponent coming in as we are just moments away from tip-off. A quick moment for the head official at the scorer's table here.
We had a nice pre-game show.
We had a nice
the
flow
Lions.
going.
So I think they had some difficulty getting their new beautiful digital scoreboard back.
I mean, you
in
talk
order.
about top of the notch facility here.
It's so amazing to see, knowing, as old as I am and remembering,
Oh yeah.
The magic carpet in here. I got a couple of rug burns, getting a couple buckets. So it's great to see how it's just turning and this community has grown with the environment, and especially how hoop has grown.
We are underway. Lions get the tip. Freddie Blue brings it up, and a bad pass there from Tembala will turn the ball over.
And we got to take care of the ball. We're going to keep track. Good teams that want to win at the next level, they got to be able to take care of the basketball.
Correction, there was a foul down low. We'll wait and get the official number on who did commit the foul. Ball does stay Lions ball. Valdez will pass it over to the corner. Now they'll work it back. Here's Blue, drives inside, strong left hand. Freddie Blue will open the scoring for the Lions.
Just
and
like that.
First chance. Big three ball on the way. Cash that one. Avery Loftus for deep.
Look like we got a ball game.
Valdez draws the foul in the bucket. Valdez strong, and that's what you want to see from your leader early.
Exactly what we want to see. Just being able to that's being aware, having a high IQ, being able to know to throw the ball up, get that continuation. It's hard to get a continuation or get the ball up right on time in high school.
He'll sink that three-point play, and just like that, it's a quick 5-3 ball game. Work around the perimeter. Dragons trying to work it down inside.
I like the pressure from DCA right now. Matching up, getting over screens, not switching anything.
Jackson will drop it off to Roundtree. They'll work it back around. Jackson looking to get open, sees the screen, thought about it here. Less than 10 on the shot clock. They go right back to Loftus. Loftus still with it. Need to look inside. There's Wiggins. Big, tough defense. Oh, man. Big rebound there, Tembala. Quickly up the court to Valdez. Sweet handles, drives inside, tries to go left. Oh, blocked. Kicks the ball. Fight for it, and here come the Dragons in transition. Green works it inside. Here's Roundtree trying to work baseline. Looks for a man. He goes back outside to Jackson. To Green. Now Jackson on the ball.
Let's see, one of the reasons why on that last shot, they've got all the way down to the last second almost of the shot clock. That came from Bishop O'Dowd taking some time and getting into their execution. As we see on that last play, little holding on the low end, getting us back in this position.
First foul against the Lions there. That's going to go against Blue. Long shot doesn't go. Ooh, keeping the foot inbounds. Valdez brings it up court now. Here's Blue with the speed. Quick handoff. Oh, trying to go up strong. Kept in bounds. Now Valdez thought about stepping into a three. Now he drives inside, goes power.
Oh! Little shuffle of the feet there on that last play.
And a second to catch our breath. The action fast and furious to get things going. 5-3 still our score.
And I like the tempo so far. This is what you want to see from championship teams that expect to go long in the playoffs.
Works right back up. Caden Gibbs, haven't called his name yet. Now we have. Worked around. Here's Jackson. Jackson, hand off to Green. They work back inside and a foul. They're going to get Wiggins. And this is what we were talking about pregame. He's got to keep his head about him.
But the low side hand, so he's arguing, okay, I had hand in the lane there, but the other opposite hand on the hip, you don't need that part. Just go ahead and release as you go get the ball. You won't have that bump.
Valdez guards on the inbound. It's going to go quickly into Loftus. Loftus tries the hook shot. No good. 2 Lions there, and it's going to come up. Tembala's ball. Turns the ball over. Oh, sent back with authority. They're going to say goaltend.
Uh-oh.
Count the bucket. We'll wait and see on the replay who they're going to give that to. I believe, as I take another look here, Tembala on the turnover. And bucket's going to go to Caden Gibbs. Give him his first 2, and we're tied at 5. Now here's Wiggins. They work it inside, and that's the second one we've seen so far from him. Just a little strong. He's trying to get it into the paint. A quick substitution now, and I think they're going to sit Wiggins down, catch his breath a little bit.
3 turnovers as far as possessions for DCA, and they got to clean that up. It's simple as that. The better you take care of the basketball, the more efficient you are on the team. Now it's a 5-5 game. They just got to lock in and take care of the ball. They're trying to get that low seal. It's just not there yet.
The senior Danny Panda will check in for Wiggins, his first action. Seen some good production from him this season so far, too, as we step towards the league calendar. Work down inside, and there's Tambala. Big defense down in the paint. They try to work it now back to the outside. Goes outside now to Green. Green works it to Roundtree. Roundtree gets it to Jackson. A look at the shot clock, only 7 to shoot. Good defense. Valdez, sticky hands, and he'll take it out of the cookie jar.
And it's this battle of the bigs going down there. They both posting up strong against each other, matching up very well.
Get the Advil ready after this one.
Whoa.
A lot of contact early. Blue kick it to the outside. There's Kamara. Not much of a perimeter shooter. He'll hand that one off. Now they try to go back inside. Oh, another defense. They find the open man. Thought about the shot. Drives baseline, and they're going to say offensive foul.
And that's another turnover.
That's Jeff's first. Team's third, and I think
look at the little mid-range right there. That was a great move, great up fake. Just pulled a little jumper right there.
4 turnovers in the last 5 possessions now for the Lions. Started strong. A little bit of hand checking with Blue. They kick to the outside with Roundtree and Loftus.
I want to see Odell get in their offense quicker. Like, they're running the executed set, but they're not swinging the ball enough.
Green with the handles. That one's tipped out of bounds. Well, they're going to say he missed it all.
That was a horrible execution right there, or unneeded execution right there. You got to go after it, or lack of execution, should I say. Again, move the ball. We swing to you as you pop out. Swing the ball. We need ball reversal.
Wiggins will check back in quickly after a couple possessions off. Tambala will sit down. Here's Blue into the paint. Loses possession, and they're going to say travel. Another turnover.
Change the pivot on the step through.
Boy, you're going to think Coach Lorente is not going to be happy with the last few possessions on that.
Not.
This is what we were talking about pregame. You want to play to the standard that he sets. So far, they're lucky to be tied. Quick handoff. They come back the other way. Oh, handoff and the two-handed slam. Caden Gibbs with 4 points. 7-5, 3-16 in a very fast-paced first quarter.
Both teams got to understand, just because the game is going fast doesn't mean you have to play fast.
Blue with a nice find down low. They couldn't connect. Kamara went up for the shot, couldn't get it to fall, and in transition, here come the Dragons. Check down to thought corner, get a free flight, sets his feet, shoots, and it's good.
Little pull-up jumper.
That's Nas Griffin. It's his first bucket after just checking in. And it's a quick 9-5 lead for the Dragons. Top of the key to Valdez. Valdez, 3 points for him so far. He works it down in. Strong up and count the bucket. No, it's going the other way.
And got offensive on that one?
I think that's what they called. We'll check the brand new scoreboard they've got there. Now they say he walked.
And it's just because they're trying to force plays down low. Stop trying to force the post up. Let the offense come to us.
It's a good work inside, but ends up with another turnover. They go cross court, long 3-ball in the way. Left short, Valdez will take the rebound. And they need to stop the run.
I like
7-0 run in the last few minutes. They go up top, 3-ball on the way. Rattles front iron, side iron, doesn't go to the bottom. And Griffin comes up with the rebound. Work inside. Oh, catches in the chest. Hand up. No good. Kamara fighting for the rebound. Couple Dragons in the way. It's at somebody's feet. They come away with it. It's Panda.
They let him play.
Freddie, 3-ball in transition. Rattles out. No good. A fight on the baseline. Dragons maintain possession. 1:42 left in the first.
Very quick quarter.
Very quick. Fight for it down low. Possession. Lions. And a good job forcing the turnover and a timeout for the moment. No, just a quick substitution. So far, Richie has done 3 quick rotations here, getting a lot of rest for starters. Deep bench.
Coach Lorente just said exactly what I was thinking to Blue. Slow down. We want to play fast, but we want to be in control of our speed. So, again, calm down, settle in. Let's get the rotation of our offense flowing.
90 seconds left here in the first quarter. Again, very quick. Freddie with the ball. He works it back to Wiggins. Wiggins looks like he could use a bucket here. He drives inside, finds the next pass. And he fouled. Another look at that. Panda will go to the line.
And I like it, putting the ball on the floor, attacking from the high elbow, giving him enough space to go ahead and reach if he needs to. If not, be able to create some contact.
Griffin will be picking up the foul. A flopping warning also given against the Dragons. Well, you don't see that often in the high school level, or the pro level for that matter, but a warning given nonetheless.
Something they're trying to get better at for sure.
Here's another look at it. And make of that what you will on that possession. Both teams with 3 team fouls in the quarter. Second one on the way, both miss. Rebound down low. It's going to go Wiggins' way. And another foul on the rebound.
Definitely need to make free throws. Just started the game, home game. We got to make these little chippers around the rim. It's going to pay off in the long run.
To the corner, Valdez. Thought about popping the 3 right there. Instead to go back to the corner. Baseline, bodies up. Foul called. Offensive foul. And
that's
there's Wiggins
coming
again.
Out. Drop the shoulder.
Tough to score in this game. The physicality has been there. As you say it, Wiggins sits down, and we welcome back Jeff Tambala to the floor.
But Bishop O'Dowd, they've done it multiple times in this first quarter of basketball, is they've squared up. And so when they load up on the low end of the block and try to post up, they're doing a good job of squaring their shoulders to be in position to take plays like that.
Just about a minute left in this first quarter of action. Quick handoff. They try to drive. That one just taken away. And that's just height from Panda.
Didn't need to pick his dribble up, but that creates turnovers.
Absolutely. Go to Valdez. Crossover right. Sweet move. Drives inside. Finds the extra pass. Valdez calls for it right back. Thought about turning to the right. Goes to his left. He likes the left hand. He spins. Goes inside. Float game goes well off the backboard. And turnover and...
It's a frustration foul. We in the bonus.
Dragons do go in the bonus. You heard the PA there. Valdez is first. 27 seconds on the clock.
I think he lost it on the spin.
That's going to put Naz Griffin to the line. Griffin with 2 points so far. Low scoring affair.
Very low scoring.
They'll settle in as we get going here. I don't think the physicality will last as long as I think we've seen in some other games as he misses the first one. Freddie is going to check out for Nick Andriotti, and that's the young man we mentioned in the pregame coming off a great game against Grant.
Hustler. Loved his play in Gridley. When you talk about spark plug, he's one of those guys that can kind of get it going from 3-ball.
They called him the white shadow in pregame when we were talking to Lorente because you don't see him coming, and then he strikes. They kick it around to Valdez. They work inside now. Oh, but size advantage, Bishop, and a foul. We'll see if they choose to give him the shooting foul on that one. They made the effort after.
I want to see a little bit more high-low action with DCA because they're getting that. That's where they're getting the fouls that they're trying to fight for position, but they got to see it quick. Let's get a little high-low dump, and let's see if they can even get it into the post.
First one is good, and that does end the scoring drought. Give Tambala his first point of the evening. 10-6 our score currently. And just a few ticks of the clock as they get set up for the quick possession after the second attempt. On the way and good.
There we go.
Quick rotation. Andriotti sits right back down. Freddie checking back in really quick. Here we go. Shot clock is off. Oh, chance to drive in. Oh, right hand off the glass. No good. Strong rebound. Deflection still goes in. Nas Griffin showing the size and beats the buzzer. After one, the action fast, the score low. The Dragons lead the Lions 12-7. We'll be back here on NorCal Sports TV. Back inside the gymnasium here at Destiny Christian High School. Alex Hasker, Lauren Goodman with us. A 12-7 game, Dragons 5-point lead as we enter the second quarter. The action fast, the physicality even higher.
I love the physicality. I mean, you said it. I love the physicality. I love the tempo of the game, but I want more control. We're driving Maseratis. We want to control them. We don't want to crash them. And so I just want them to control, both teams, controlling the tempo as far as how they can handle the pace. You want to play fast, but there's a style to it. So making sure that both of those teams just stay in control. Let's see how they do that in a second.
First possession goes to the Dragons. There's Roundtree with it. Kicks it inside. Griffin tried to get the easy two. Big old block.
Party.
Jip Tambala with authority. Coming back the other way is Freddie. Blue kicks it to Valdez. Valdez with a little handoff. Now they go right back cross court to Blue. Blue, a little jab step, thought about it. Still with his left, kicks it inside. Tries to get the extra bucket. Oh, a little bit of a hack. Oh, but get up, young man. The elevation sensation, Mo Kamara.
From the block party
get it.
to the tip action. I like it.
That's turning defense into offense.
Literally.
Coming back the other way, 3-point game, 9-12. Here's Griffin. He leads all scoring with 5. Kick over to the outside was Jackson. They work it to the outside now is Green. Float game's good.
Nice move.
Correction, that was Roundtree on the float.
That was a nice move by Roundtree. Nice body control. I love the power that he used to get to the key.
And it's nice to see a young man use his left hand every now and then. So often I think these right-hand dominant players try to fall into that easy, get it to the strong hand with contact too.
They forget they can use both hands, huh?
Well, thought about the pass and said they do. That one tipped. Shot clock at 15. Still Lions ball.
Still can get a good execution. Let's lock in.
Kamara drives, loses possession for the moment, tries to kick it around. They find the teammate in the corner. 3 to shoot.
Not aware.
Spin. Try to find a teammate. Can't get it. 24-second. And that's what you just said right there, awareness.
Awareness. Those moments have to be somebody at no point. Did they look up at the shot clock or at the 15 when the ball kind of went loose? They got to be able to look at the shot clock. Those come from also game scenarios in practice. 5 seconds on the clock, 10 seconds on the clock. Looking and being aware of the shot clock is so important.
Off the inbound, here come the Dragons.
Too stagnant right now for Bishop O'Dowd. They got to move the ball. Ball movement is going to get them off their kilter.
Caden Gibbs, a tall presence out there on the court. Physical as well. Was calling for the ball. Said Roundtree says, I'm going to go right hand this time. No good. And Tambala comes up with the rebound quickly up to Blue.
To the middle.
Trying to go in transition. Goes glass. That one tipped. They're going to call. Are they going to call the goaltend? They are going to count the basket, and they're going to put Freddie at the line. Good effort from Blue.
That's
Take
the
another
second
look.
goaltend of the day. Just a little change of speed. He's so smooth. Arms are hanging down to the floor, so that he got a great wingspan, and he can really use his body to get to the rim with that wingspan. That was a good play right there.
You saw it on the replay there. You saw the ball hanging right over the cylinder when they tipped it away.
That was a great call by the official, being aware and staying into the game. A lot of times after they hear that foul, they kind of tune out, but that was a great way to be aware.
Kamara checks out. Blue gets the three-point play to fall. Just like that, it's a one-possession game again, 14-12. As the Dragons try to work it inside. They go up top. There's Loftus.
Move the
Checking
ball.
back in. He had a three-pointer in the first quarter. Long two on the way. Rattles out, no good. And a big rebound there for Timbala. Here's Valdez. He kicks to the right. Tries to drive off the glass. He got it. Thought he was going to call the foul. No.
I like how he just went to the rim, didn't think about the contact down low.
Coach Lorente with a word for the official. Technical against Coach Lorente for that little extracurricular after the bucket. A conversation here at center court. We have one more time here on the replay. They're calling him on the flop, I think is what the officials are discussing at this point. They've already had the warning. We had that in the first quarter, if you're just joining us. And thanks to our fine camera crew there to catch that.
And we got a pretty strong crew in here today, so I like that they deliberated, got everything clear so that they can give it over to Coach on the Bishop Bow side.
So they do get the technical for the flop. Valdez will connect on that one. And the next one after review, they did give him the shooting foul. Here's that first one, no good. It does stay Lions ball. Andriotti back in the game, by the way. He only checked in for all of 15 seconds, so we'll see if he gets a real run with it now. Valdez on the floor as well. Panda as well as Tambala. And after the technical foul, it is 15-14, the first lead of the night for the Lions. Here's Blue. And he started to talk about it, taking the tempo down, calming down the possessions a little bit.
Just being able to be in a driver's seat. If you want to play fast, just be in control.
Valdez has his blocked, and the Dragons will take over. Oh, good double team.
Gives
Forces
the
him
ball
to the front
up.
court.
Swing.
Oh, swings it to the outside. Long two. That one tipped. Blue
That was
got
a
his
block
hand
party.
in there. A second.
Oh!
Come back the other way. Here comes Valdez. Does he take it himself? He does. Step in, off the glass. Count the bucket.
He gets
Defense
hit.
leads to offense. Timeout, Dragons.
He got hit pretty hard coming down on that play.
Oh, it's going to keep an eye on him. We'll take a step aside as they take the timeout. Coach Lorente checks on him. 17-14, Destiny. We'll be back. Don't go anywhere. .432 left in our first half of action. Valdez checking out, I think, for the time being. He's going to check his face. He got hit pretty hard, like you said, Lauren, on that transition offense.
When you give him a little wave and duck and dodge, sometimes, the swipe down. And I think he also not only getting hit in the face, he thought, hey, where's the foul call? 3-point leads, the largest of the night so far for the Lions. Coming up the other way now.
The Dragons, they're trying to work it inside. They've had a decent amount of success inside. Not so much from the perimeter. That one tipped for the time being. Step inside from Loftus. Ran into his own guy. Float game's no good. A tip, a foul, and it's going the other way. They're going to get Gibbs on that one. I believe that one is his first. Team's third.
And that was a little bit better for the Dragons. I liked, but they got to think 1,000, 2,000, swing, swing, swing. Get them off their heel or on their heels so you can be able to attack.
Blue drives inside. He goes float game. He goes strong with that one, too. Blue with 5 points now in the second quarter. He's got 7 on the night.
Nobody
and it's a 5-point lead.
Nobody stop me. I go to the rim.
If you're going to give me the room, might as well let it fly. Here's Jackson on the ball. He looks for his teammate. He's got Green. Inside, off the glass, and good. Caden Gibbs, that's his 6th. First in the second quarter. Blue in transition. A little bit of speed now. Change of speed. Goes to the lane. Thought about it. Oh! A little fake. Couldn't get it to drop. That was nice from Freddie. No points.
Keep moving the ball. If you're the Dragons, you just want to keep moving the ball right now. The ball's getting too stagnant. Get in your offense quicker. 1,000, 2,000. Be strong. You're wide open.
Loftus has hit from 3. He thought about it. Had a big hand in the way from Tambala. Thought better of that one. 16 on the shot clock. Here's Green. Green drives right side. Kicks it inside. That one tipped. It's going to stay Dragons ball. It looks like Andriotti got a hand on it.
Better possession for them, but it's still too stagnant. They got to move the ball quicker, decide to attack quicker.
Valdez will check back in, and Freddie Blue will sit down for the time being. Valdez would play every minute of every game if he could. Off the inbound, off the glass, foul, count the bucket.
Great play.
Andriotti is going to pick up his first. That's the Lions' first in this quarter. And a chance at 3 points.
And it was just a screen action here. Everybody gets in position. They've been executing really well. Gets him wide open and way to just go to the rim. No excuses.
It's 5 points now for Loftus. Senior steps up to the line for his first foul shot of the evening. 3:04 left in our second quarter of action. And we're right back. No, there's the broadcaster curse. Can't hit on that one.
He's got to stay in there. Running back to get on defense, and we don't need that.
You talked about it a little bit earlier in the quarter, but the change of speed from the Lions. That one's tipped away. They're going to say, Lions ball. Looks like Gibbs thought he wasn't the last one to touch it.
Bishop O'Dowd goes to a zone.
But you were talking about it. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there.
Go ahead. Let's get back in job.
The change of speed, I mean, you see when Freddie's out there, he's attacking the rim really quick, but then he's able to check it up. And then he saw Valdez this possession kind of bring it up slowly, starting to work the clock a little bit, keep them guessing on defense.
Yeah, settle in a little bit. You see both teams. Now, give me ankles.
Nice kick to the corner. 3 ball on the way. It's too strong.
Knock that down.
Rebounds, going to fight for it. Dragons in transition. Here comes Griffin. He's been dominant out there, playing with a certain amount of power.
We've already wasted 4 seconds just getting set up in the play. Got to get in the offense quicker.
Gibbs willing to work it around the perimeter. Double team, throws up the floater. No good. Foul down low. They're going to say on the floor. And I think they're going to call that against the Lions. That is going to go against Danny Panda. His first, team second. And another quick rotation for this Bishop O'Dowd team. So far, a good year for them. Again, big challenge for both of these teams coming into tonight.
Yeah, and to think that both of them still haven't really settled into their offense, it's still a very close ball game.
Left open is Griffin, and he'll hit nothing but twine. 8 points for him in this game. He gives O'Dowd the lead again, 21-19.
Talking about being an addition or a spark off the bench. He's been all that.
Fight down low, and they're going to call a foul. Somebody came up high over the back. I think they're going to get Gibbs on the foul. We'll wait for the call. No, they're going to get Griffin. It's his second, and the team's fourth in this quarter. Under 2 minutes. O'Dowd going to start to watch the fouls here, about to put this team in the bonus, and we know Destiny can make their free throws. Valdez looking to inbound. Tipped, had a chance at an easy bucket. Said kick back outside Valdez. He'll spin inside. Fade away, 2, no good. Tip, second opportunity, no. still fighting for the ball, and it's going to be Dragons coming back the other way with pace. Oh, a nice cut inside. Found the extra man. That one tipped, but it still goes. And Roundtree gets his second bucket of the quarter. He's got 4.
But they looked better because they moved the ball quicker.
23-19. We got a 23-19, 120 left in this first half of action. Kick back outside. Andriotti lets it fly. That's off the right iron, no good. And an easy rebound for Roundtree.
Look, transition. Got to have your eyes up. Give it up. If you don't got it, attack, kick.
Teammate goes baseline.
Good
Valdez.
play. Create something. It's the movement. They started with the pace originally. You can't let them, as far as an opponent, if you're Bishop O'Dowd, let them control your pace. If you want to get out, if you want to get the horses running, then you got to allow your team to do that. That was a great way of putting the ball on the deck just to create a drive kick when you just got to play open the same way 2 plays ago.
Andriotti picking up his second, team's third. The foul against Josh Green, or excuse me, on Josh Green. He shoots his first foul shot of the night. He gets his first point of the night. And the lead's back up to 5 for the Dragons, 24-19. Packed house enjoying this one here, the Oates Family Gymnasium. He'll connect on both for Green. He's got 2 points on the night. And the lead is 6. 1:04 left in the second quarter. Here's Freddie. He checks back in. Blue with the ball. He's going to kick it over to teammate. We go back to Andriotti. Looks for Valdez. Has a little separation. Thought about it. Now he drives. Jab step. Kick back outside to Blue.
And I thought they would go for a 2-for-1, get early in the offense, but took a little bit longer time than I thought. And turnover there for the Lions.
And the Lions have done a great job of avoiding those, but a good forced error there by the Dragons gives them a chance.
Quick hand. Somebody reached in and was in the right place at the right time and made a play for him.
Sometimes good defense is just good defense.
Sometimes that's all you need to get right back in it.
No kidding.
And now DCA gives him a little zone.
Oh, man, we know he can make those. Griffin from 3, he does.
Line him up.
6 points. He's your leading scorer, and you're going to want to guard him now. 28-19. Shot clock off. 20 seconds. They go back to Kamara. Kamara goes outside. 3-ball on the way. Too strong. And a rebound. Oh, man, he's going to be everywhere. Look out for Nas Griffin. The junior dominating. Shot clock off. 4-3. Faces a double. Thought there was a foul. Throws up the float. No good. Rebound Tambala. And that is going to be the end of the first half. Let's catch our breath. 28-19. Good transition from O'Dowd here. The offense starting to pick up there at the end of the first half. We're going to step aside for halftime. Please don't go anywhere. Stay with us here on NorCal Sports TV. Again, your score at the half, 28-19. Lions with some work to do.
That's what we do.
In a club with some words and I pipe down. Shawty got me out too high. I be stepping on them in some white ones. Can't control it. I think I'm too fly. She back to back, oh, she in that mode. I rip a tracks out, she gotta go. I
time to get in shape is finally here. The Boss Move Fitness app is here to help you accomplish your goals with a customized meal plan, day by day, with a shopping list to make sure that you're eating something nutritious and delicious to help you lose the belly fat for good. It also comes with a customized workout plan, whether you're in a gym or at home, so therefore you never ever have to question what you're doing to make sure you get in the shape that you want to be in. Get started today at GetStartedAtBossMoveFitness.com to accomplish your goals in no time.
That's what we do.
In a club with some words and I piped up. Shawty got me out too high. I be stepping on them in some white ones. Can't control it, I think I'm too fly. She back to back, oh, she in that mode. I rip her tracks out, she gotta go. I hop up on my bike, it's piecing out of you. She's not about the way, it's where you go. If you believe in yourself, it will get you through it. Oh, I believe in myself. Okay, you see what I'm doing? In a club with some wines and I piped up. Shawty got me out too high. I be stepping on them in some white ones. Can't control it, I think I'm too fly.
Time to get in shape is finally here. The Boss Move Fitness app is here to help you accomplish your goals with a customized meal plan, day by day, with a shopping list to make sure that you're eating something nutritious and delicious to help you lose the belly fat for good. It also comes with a customized workout plan, whether you're in a gym or at home, so therefore you never ever have to question what you're doing to make sure you get in the shape that you want to be in. Get started today at GetStarted@BossMoveFitness.com to accomplish your goals in no time.
And welcome back from the halftime break, back inside the Oates Family Gymnasium. Lions with a little bit of work to do as they trail by 9. 28-19 our score as the Dragons had a nice little run there. Alex Tasker here on play-by-play. Lauren Goodman joining me on color. Lions will start with the ball. What do they need to do to get back into this one?
Settle in and get a little bit more comfortable with the ball game. It don't seem like they're comfortable enough to kind of run what they want to, get in execution. They haven't really had any flow, not really knocking down their threes like they usually do. So they just need to get into their flow and play their game, and that's not a great way to start.
No, it is not. Gibbs going the other way. He'll get the easy layup. And that 9-point lead, now 11, double digits to start the second half. And, of course, Coach Lorente not exactly pleased with that one. They'll go outside. Valdez, deep shot, count the three-pointer, and that's how you respond. Valdez now with 11 total. He's tied for the lead in scoring with Naz Griffin for the Dragons. Jackson on the ball, decides to cross right. He goes to a teammate. They kick it now inside. There's Loftus. He had himself a pretty good first half. They kick it right backside to Jackson. Jackson kicks it to the teammate Roundtree. Roundtree's going to work to the right, takes contact once, twice, too strong. Fight for the ball. Oh, that one tough to kick it all the way. Oh, great find, great response. Chris Jackson gets himself into the book. Quickly in transition, here's Wiggins. He kicks it to a teammate. That one tipped away, and it's another turnover off of Wiggins' hands. Coming back the other way now, here's Green. Back to Jackson, and they'll settle in a little bit. Here's what you're talking about. Double-digit lead for the Dragons. Oh, that one taken away. What a great play by Tambala.
Got to
second hand, big two-handed slam Oh, my goodness. Didn't mean to step on you there. Tambala, and that fired up the bench. It's back to 9.
That boy's a monster. Great play, though. Again, all of his plays are coming off what he does on his effort on defense.
Hands in the cookie jar led to the two-handed elevation sensation. You'll love to see it from the young man. Again, back to a 9-point lead, 33-24. Fights off the screen. Jackson kicks to the right, left the whole way. Tries to go glass, no good. Tip down low is also no good. A third opportunity, tip. Here come the Lions with the rebound, and they've got numbers. Here's Freddie. Drives, likes the contact off the glass. Freddie Blue, sweet left hand, and get him back in the book. He's got 9. 33-26 our score.
And again, who is going to be able to control the tempo?
Talk about settling in. You don't have to get it all back at once. Jackson's going to kick it to his teammate. It's Loftus. Loftus just decides to pop, shoot, off the iron, no good. Rebound down low. Lions ball, kick it up to Valdez. Nice little crossover to the lane. Finds the extra pass. Two-handed slam, and Wiggins is finally on the board. And a quick timeout from Lou Ritchie. A nice little run gets this lead back to 5. 33-28 our score. Don't go anywhere. Look at the replay. Take another look here when as we return here. Take another look at the dunk coming back the other way. Nice dish. Valdez off the rebound.
Push and tempo, that's when they are the best.
And we were talking about it in the pregame, is finding the extra pass. Coach Lorente has found as he rises up there too, slam. Lorente has talked about finding our standard, playing that standard, and that extra pass is something apparently he's been drilling into this team all week long.
And if you notice, it's to dump down low because that's where their enforcers are. So usually some teams, and they do have the ability to drive kick, mostly when Valdez is not the ball handler. But, again, it's to get some creation, draw the defense, and then dump down to your bigs, who both of them just got slamma-jammas back-to-back.
New player checking in for the Dragons is Santiago Lob Saboteur. It's his first time we've called his name. He's a senior, getting some playing time here on the road. And a tough environment to play here at the Lions' Den. Do they call it that? I don't know, but we're going to start it right now. Happy New Year. Here's Jackson with the ball. He's going to kick it to his teammate. In 5-point lead, it was as high as 11. Lions done a good job checking that back down. They work baseline. Contact there from Loftus. Ooh, sweet little floater. And Loftus will break the dry spell, 35-28.
Kind of just been putting his head down and trying to fight, giving up them 2 dunks. He had to show up.
Wiggins takes it off the hand there. He's got Blue open. He steps into a long 2-ball. No good. Rebound down low. They find it. A second opportunity. Hands in the cookie jar. Got to find somebody open. He goes to the one hand. Oh, he wanted to rock it. Tambala will take the drop. He's up to 6 points. Ooh, look out below.
He made the smart play right there, but he was going to tear the house down.
Yeah, he was. He might have tore that rim down, too, with how much strength he's got in his arms. Kick to the right to respond. Float game, kiss the glass. Josh Green, nice play there. That's his first field goal tonight. He's got 4. And it's back to a 7-point game. 37-30, 4 minutes left in the third.
And that's what we want to see. Good execution. Good hard plays.
Wiggins spins, drives. No call. He couldn't connect. And that's a frustration foul from Wiggins.
Don't need it.
Can't use those.
But just go with your left. We don't even have that issue right there. It was
Another
a good, strong move. Woo-hoo-hoo. That boy was flying.
Yes, he was. I think everybody in here was expecting a little shake, rattle, and roll from that backboard.
I'm glad that he adjusted, though, because, we had a couple. If you get hung, you're getting benched in my mind. So I love that he adjusted so that the ball went in.
Lorente with some strong words for Wiggins on the bench. Meanwhile, on the other side of the court, a chance for the Dragons to extend their lead. They work it down low, fight for it. Kiss off the glass is no good, and an easy rebound. Panda checks back in there for Wiggins. Spin move. Valdez. Float game. No good. Thought that one was tipped. He was calling for a foul. No call this time. And a bad pass. They'll maintain possession. Jackson. 3:25. 28 on the shot clock as they take it into the front court.
Little miscommunication on both ways. Got to tighten up.
Kick the outside's loft. Float inside. No, they're going to say he... Moving screen. We're coming back the other way. Another look here at that possession.
And you got to stay solid. Let the defender, some more of a rub. On-ball screen, got to stand strong, and then the ball handler just got to rub off so that on-ball screener doesn't feel like they need to move or step over, which they usually always do.
That's a great explanation. They did change it to a foul on Chris Jackson. That's his second, the team's first. They work it inside, a fight for the ball down low. Jump ball called, and we'll see who the possession arrow points to. It's going to be Bishop O'Dowd's ball. Another quick change as Roundtree will step out, and here comes Nas Griffin. He's tied for the leading scorer, I should say, at 11. He's shown tremendous skill there, especially in that first half. Worked down low. He was really physical in that first quarter. He collected 5 points. And then 2 from deep there in the second quarter. So he shows all around he can score wherever. You got to put a body on him. 2:45. Good defense there from the Lions.
Nice
fight inside. Tip. They're trying to keep it in bounds. A fight for the ball. Freddie's going for it. Taken away. Jackson will step into one. Good.
Jackson is extremely solid in what you want to see. Not the new age point guard trying to score 20, 30 points a game, but he has gotten them in their offense and made shots efficiently when they needed them.
Stepped into a long two. It's going to be 39-30. Second, third opportunity. Finally rebounded. Tembali gets in there. Looking to jump out of the gym tonight. 39-32. Back to a 7-point game. Just about 2:07 left in this third quarter. The action fast and furious. This one taken away. Here comes Valdez. He's got blue with him. Valdez step into the paint. Oh, that's pretty, young man.
Nice hang time. I was going to say Mdala needed somebody to come and match his energy. He's been all energy, all gas, no break in this third quarter, and now somebody's coming out and trying to match that.
He's up to 5 points in the third, and you talked about matching his energy. He's going to need somebody to help him. Can't carry the team by yourself. Down by 5 in a very close game, very winnable game for the Lions. Kick to the outside, uncontested three. Count the bucket. Oh, there he is again. Josh Green connecting 2 of 2 from the field in this third quarter. He's got 7, 42-34. It's an 8-point game. Kick down to Tambala. He tries the hook shot. Oh, man. If you've got that in the bag, you're going to score a lot of points. 6 in the third.
They want to get the ball into him. They want to feed down low. They switched and got Wiggins out of there and kind of just letting him cook right now.
6-point lead. They kick back out. Catch and shoot 3. Oh, that's sweet. Josh Green, back-to-back possessions. Shot that one from Folsom. 45-36. 45 seconds in the third. A catch, shoot. Valdez to respond. He's fouled. Can't get it to go, and he'll go to the line shooting 3. Griffin picks up his third. Fast-paced third quarter. Only the third foul we've seen.
Again, that 3. Ball wasn't even in his hands for a split of a second. Bottoms up.
That fired up the bench. A little bit of a rotation coming. Looks like 2 new Dragons are going to check in. Oh, they're going to make it a 2-point play. No, he will be shooting 3. Thank you very much. Referee's doing a fine job this evening. 3 of them. Haven't seen 3 on a high school court in a while.
Big games require big officials, and these 3 gentlemen are the best in NorCal, so I'm not surprised that they're calling the game tonight.
The best in NorCal, you say?
They're top.
When did the check clear?
They're
no,
top.
I'm kidding.
Look, a lot of these faces you'll definitely see them at Golden One more than likely.
More than likely, absolutely. Missing
all
the
3 of
second
them,
one.
actually.
No, they do a fine job. The officiating crews we get up here in Northern California, I mean, I riff with you, but top notch is absolutely.
For the big games, at least.
Yes.
Big games. We got to bring the big dogs out just because we know everybody watching right now.
When we're on the call, you know you got a ball. Third one on the way, and he counts the 2 of 3. 45-38 our score. 35, about a 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Jackson works it inside. They go right back to Green. Hot hand, get him the ball. 18 on the shot clock. Clicks left, drives to the right with a crossover. Finds a teammate and a foul.
Didn't need it.
Keep the ball on the floor. We'll wait to see who the call is on. Andriotti picking up his third. Team's second in here this third quarter. Andriotti has yet to really, I think he's put up 2 shots, but he's picked up 3 fouls. A couple of them were a little, could have gone either way, got the foul call.
And he's guarding a shooter. So when you are a shooter, you should know where they want to go, how they want to release, and all those things.
Shot clock off, 3 seconds to shoot, kicks outside. Jackson, 3-ball, rattles it home.
The
bench is fired up. Hang on a minute.
And I know my guy got us on the replay. It was great patience, getting the dribble drive, getting some attack kick. But again, Jackson, every time the ball is touched his hand, he's 3 for 3. And he knocks down the crucial 3, closing out the third quarter.
A massive quarter for the Dragons. 10 points, the distance. Destiny with work to do. We'll come back inside the gym. Don't go anywhere. You're watching NorCal Sports TV coverage of high school hoops. Fourth quarter action coming your way. It will be Lions ball to start it. Alex Tasker, Lauren Goodman in here. 8 minutes to play, 38-48. A 20-point third quarter for the Dragons. 19 points for the Lions. The lead is right there. And you've seen a lot of, Destiny has done a great job of trying to claw their way back into it. Just fell off a little bit there. Towards the end of that third quarter, Valdez is going to try to start. Ooh. He's going to start with a little bit of energy, try to get his team back in it.
But they need it. They need him to come on and wake up, clean his game up, and get some consistency in his flow. And this is a great way to start. It puts the ball on the floor, gets past the bigger defender, which was a smart play.
Oh, man. Lob Sabate picks up his second. Team's first here. Try to avoid the foul trouble. You don't want to put the Lions at the line for any freebies here in the bonus. On the way is good. And count them both, count the one. Valdez is up to 16 points. He's the leading scorer in this game. And then 9-point leads, right where we started the second half. Ooh, almost lost possession there. They go back to the top of the key and they work it around.
Bishop O'Dowd move the ball. They have such a different rhythm than they had in that first half.
Green and Jackson, watch them to shoot here in the fourth quarter. They had 8 points each. And that one a rare miss there out of this second half. 8 points each. Oh, with speed. Here comes Zambala. Oh, a little bit of shifty move right behind the back. That's a shame that one didn't connect. And Roundtree picks up the rebound. He tries to go quick. Nice transition defense from the Lions to prevent an easy bucket. Goes right back to Jackson, and he settles it down a bit.
I like this call from Bishop O'Dowd. They could have kept it in transition, but they chose to slow up and get some execution.
Green kicks it over to Roundtree. They work it back to Jackson. He thought about going baseline. Instead, they kick it back to Green. Long two on the way. He misses that time. Oh, second chance opportunity goes awry, but it does stay Dragons ball and a quick shift.
And that was a good look for Green. I wish he would have just stayed in it a little bit more. He kind of faded at the end. And just a little tweak of your shot can mean the difference in how it falls and how it goes off.
Lob checking out for the Dragons. Tembala will sit down for the Lions. Try to work it Down low. This one, are they going to say jump ball? Yes, they do, and I believe it's going to be Lions ball. Nope, it'll stay Bishop O'Dowd ball. Another look here.
And they're giving O'Dowd too many extra lofty possessions. They need to get out of this end, and this is like their third attempt at a reset of the shot clock.
And you can't give them those extra opportunities, especially with how much you trail by and how little time is left. A moment for one of the officials here at center court.
Communication is our friend. Clarity is our partner. And these officials, they've been on top of it tonight, making sure that the communication is had at the table as a group and that they're all on one accord. Got to get the clock right.
Once they get that fixed, we'll be ready to inbound this one.
Shout out to our table people. It's always usually volunteers and things of that nature, so we'll give them a little love and grace today.
Top-notch crew around here, all things around officiating, crew that volunteers their time here as well. You know, they take good care of us here, and we like to give them top-notch coverage here on NorCal Sports TV as well. Here's Jackson.
Really good point guard performance from Jackson thus far.
Absolutely.
He's keeping it together, to be honest. He always seemed like he sweated.
Well, he tried to find the teammate.
When he got fouled.
It looked like it there right at the end. Freddie Blue picks it up. It's his first foul in the fourth quarter, his second in the game. Inbound will go to Roundtree. Roundtree trying to work it around the perimeter. Oh, he's going to lose ball. And there's the backcourt violation. Talked about keeping it together here. I mean, there's been 3 Dragons so far in this game. We talk about Green, Jackson, and Griffin. We'll talk about that when we come back from the break. Here is the Lions take a timeout. It's their first one of the game. They take the full one. We'll take it as well. Don't go anywhere. We'll have more of this fourth quarter when we come back. You know, NorCal Sports does a great job. They have the summer camp that they offer every year. It's going to be back for another year. If you want some more information on that, norcalsportstv.com/camp. And they've got that series for the under high school. They got the U16s, U10, U8. They got that series rolling around. A lot of basketball to be played in Northern California.
If you just want to send your kids away for 5 days so they can go outside and get a great tan and get tired all along, make sure you reach out to us. It's an amazing camp. I've gotten to work it and coach it. It's really a lot of fun. All day, 5 days of basketball. It was the best.
And you can't put a good price on that tan. No, it's really great. Boys and girls making friends of a lifetime, playing some good ball. Another stoppage. And they're going to say clock violation. Yep.
Immediately.
Officials on top of it. Second one we've had here in the last few minutes.
Trying to get some continuity here.
There we go.
Get some flow.
Andriotti's going to check in. We'll reset the floor. It's Andriotti, Blue, Valdez. You got Panda on the floor as well as Wiggins. Wiggins has had a tough one. He's looking for the ball in the inbound. They're going to go long to Blue. Oh, makes a man miss. Valdez, he's going to step into the paint. Finds his teammate down low. Foul. No.
I like it. Get some action in the inside. They always want to get Valdez in that middle centerpiece so he can be the decision maker to either find Wiggins or the other bigs on the other side, and that's what created this little action right here.
Panda goes to the line. He'll shoot 2. The foul was on Gibbs, his second, team's second. Whole lot of 2s going on there. Panda will miss the first one, left it short on the rim. No good. Remind you, we've got a lot of great games coming up here on NorCal Sports TV. It's all for free. For you, the viewer, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button while you're here. Get the bell on so you can be notified of our next broadcast. And go ahead and leave a like on the video. Panda's going to miss both. Ball's going to go out of bounds. They're going to say Lions ball, so they do get a second opportunity. To finish my point, we do this all for the love of the game. We'd love for you to join us on the journey to a billion subscribers.
We can get it. I have faith in us.
I just got to make a whole lot of YouTube accounts. Valdez kind of trapped in that far corner. He's going to pick up the dribble, drive inside. Nice little step.
Oh, I like the adjustment.
I do, too. Now they're going to get a foul on him. That looked like more of a frustration foul.
I like the adjustment from Gibbs, though, in the air, not hacking at the play, but he made a great defensive play right there. Just big hands in the air, no foul.
Valdez called on the reach. Good full court pressure there from the Lions.
Oh, I like it. Little delayed reaction right here by Bishop Odell.
It's a
good
change,
call by Lorente.
And it's a change of look. Here's they're going to free up down low. Get the rather than roll. Caden Gibbs will get his first field goal of the fourth quarter.
That's going to cause some problems right there.
He's
if
up
that
in the
young
double
man
digits.
Can continue to get open like that.
Oh, reach. Blue keeps it away. Good defensive dribble. Kick outside. Valdez thought about letting it fly. Kicks inside. Finds a little room. Oh, that's beautiful. Valdez up to 18 points. He's the game's leading scorer. Team still trails by 9. 5 minutes, and the crowd feels like they're almost out of it here. It is quiet.
Doesn't need to reach right there. Just stay solid defense.
Float game. No good. And a fight for it down low. A third opportunity. They're going to say Dragons ball. Good opportunity there. Just great rebounding tonight from them.
And we're getting some key rotations right now by Bishop O'Dowd. I like how they're strategically moving guys in, getting fresh legs in those scoring positions with other scorers.
Jackson has the ball. Oh. Nice dribbles from the young man. Kicks it to his teammate. They've done a good job of mixing it in from both down low and from distance. Lions do force the turnover. Here's Panda. He's looking for a teammate. He kicks it down inside to Kamara. Kamara not afraid to use the body. Loses possession for a moment. Oh! Not afraid to dive for the ball either. They will say out of bounds, and a nice effort from Panda. And a timeout, I think, is going to be taken by Coach Lorente. They do take it. We'll stay here. Let's reset here.
Seemed like a little bit of confusion on that last play. That's why Coach Lorente wanted to get the timeout in so quickly, because he's going to have to reset, get in a defensive position right now. He's going to use this timeout to get the defensive setup, but we also got to go over the offensive set if we get a stop, if we get a steal. And, again, they want to dump it inside, but you got to have an inside-out game. O'Dowd has done an amazing job of being able to get the low buckets, being able to get Gibbs around the rim, but then also knock down big threes like Jackson and other players and Green. So you got to play inside out. It's got to be a balance, and unfortunately, Destiny Christian has been struggling with this all year. You have an amazing guard in Valdez, but you also have an amazing inside presence. So they have to be clicking at the same time when you're in efficiency. When they're not, usually they're having a game like they're having today. Not that saying Valdez is playing bad, but they got to be clicking at the same time to be able to get a run, and that's what they have not been able to do.
2 players in double digits for the Lions. Of course, Valdez with 18. Tembala with 10. Freddie Blue has 9. Other than that, the scoring has fallen off there. Kamara has yet to collect a bucket. Panda has yet. Tembala has stepped up for both of them. Meanwhile, 3 players for the Dragons in double digits. Gibbs, Green, and Griffin. Griffin had a quiet third quarter. He's back on I believe he's on the bench. Yep, it's on the bench as we continue here in the fourth. About halfway through it, 4:37. Oh, they kick it a long way. Oh, that's just pretty. Right as I say he's on the bench. No, he isn't. He's right there in the corner. And the assist there.
Great setup right there.
Kick inside. Oh!
It's a block party.
Caden Gibbs, that's like the 3rd or 4th time he's done that tonight, and that was impressive. Got the bucket on the other end and then gets the block.
Athleticism on great display right there.
Absolutely, and that's why you love high school hoops, folks. Gibbs with the ball now, tries to find the teammate. He does eventually find Roundtree. We go right back to Jackson. Oh, picked up. They're going to say a reach on Freddie.
Oh, and they were right there at the 13-second mark. But that was a strong block on that last play. It's like he gets perfect timing, when to jump, when to go swat, because on the last play he just held his hand there. On that one, he blocked it with intention.
Quick rotation here. It looks like Wiggins and Panda will sit down. Jackson fights through the screen, takes it in the backcourt. Under 4 minutes.
And we need some nitty-gritty traps like this. Dragging our feet to go get the traps, it's not going to allow you to get stops.
Stoppage there. Timeout called by the Dragons. It'll be another 30-second here. That was an interesting defensive possession there from the Lions. They're showing different looks now, it seems like, each time coming in off the inbound.
But I want them to be more aggressive to the trap. Go get the trap. Right now, they're kind of like putter stepping, stutter stepping to go get the trap. When in that position, it's got to go run all the plays, and then rotation has to be there. I'm not baiting you into a trap at half court. So that's why Lorente's like, hey, we got to go get it right now. And then if you're on the Bishop O'Dowd side, he did not like the rotation. He did not like how we were taking care of the basketball. It's important if you're in the black jerseys right now to take care of the basketball. But if you're Mike Lorente and his squad, you want to be a little bit more aggressive on these traps and what you're giving defensively. We haven't seen a 5-second count, and we haven't seen a shot clock violation. They got to turn up the pressure defensively right now, and I think that could be a result of getting some stops and starting their run.
It's one of those things, and I think you bring up a great point of they kind of want to get the ball moving. 3:50 on the clock. They need to start getting the ball. I think
they literally have had the ball for 2.5 minutes just now in the last possession with nothing going from either side, and Bishop O'Dowd just getting resets of possessions.
They take it in the backcourt again. Green with it. Trying to start forcing some turnovers, making some big buckets. Here's Roundtree. They kick it back to Griffin. Oh, a hand in the cookie jar. Freddie tipped it away. And they're going to say Lions ball. Oh, no, they're going to change their call here after conference. Jackson let the ball roll out. It was a surprise as I think all of us were.
I thought it was a tip as well, which is why he didn't go after it, I assume.
But you talk about all the opportunities. They've got tips. They've got shots. Jackson tries to go off the glass. Oh, man. The athleticism of this Dragons team is just been something to watch. Valdez is fouled.
They got it in every literally position, and you got a player like Jackson now just wasn't even an offensive threat, but when they need a bucket, he knows how to go get one.
Roundtree will pick up the foul. It's his second, team's third in the fourth quarter. Valdez just turned on the Jets, went straight to the rim. Tambala takes it, tries to find the inbound pass. Griffin takes that away. It goes right back to Jackson. Oh, double team in the backcourt. They'll work it up front. Roundtree's going to take it back inside. Finds the open man down low. One tipped.
Trying to force the Valdez is never going to lead to success for you. So you might as well just rotate the ball. And he works really hard without the ball. So if you just let the ball move in rotation, he'll be in the right spot.
Inbound to Roundtree. They kick it back to Jackson. Clock is their friend here. 20 to shoot. Jackson, you've seen the dribbles that he's thrown down tonight. He is an impressive young athlete. He'll be someone to watch for a while going forward. We'll try to kick it to the outside. Roundtree's going to drive, tries to throw it back inside. A little bit of scramble. Kick it back outside. Taken away, Lions ball. They got to move quick here. Here's Kamara. They find Valdez in a reach and another foul. This one's going to go against Griffin. That's his fourth and the team's fourth. One more, they're in the bonus.
Those plays, he's probably got 2 fouls where I'm like, hey, let's be smart.
The physicality of Griffin is something we got to talk about here. The junior is going to be a star for the team as we're going to get another timeout. This one's going to be a full timeout against Destiny Christian. Correction, a 30-second timeout. While they take 30, so will we. Don't go anywhere. Back inside the gym here, 54-41 our score as we wrap up the timeout. Take a moment to preview the schedule for Destiny Christian going forward. A couple games on the road at Kennedy and Cordova the next week. And then next Friday night, right back here inside the Den as they take on the Titans from Antelope. They're getting into this league schedule here. Now, this is one of those big challenges. We've mentioned it throughout the game. O'Dowd, a great program. But you're getting into this league. Here's where it's really going to matter for your playoff seeding. Are you going to be at the Golden One Center this year? Are you going to be having some playoff games, or are you not going to qualify at all?
And there's a reason why he put this matchup in there, because of the new league realignments and needing that strength of schedule. So you got to be able to lock in games like this because you know what's going to happen in league.
Valdez finds the open man. He hits the side there. That's Stephen Galate, the junior. He's getting some rotation here as time's starting to wind down. 13-point game.
And we haven't still gotten a successful trap here. And I know that's not the possession Lorente wanted coming out of the huddle.
Jackson kicks it to the inside, finds the open man. Good passing from the Dragons and a foul. I think they're going to get Kamara. Excuse me, it's going to be Timbala. That's the team's fourth. Timbala's second. And checking in now is Kamara. Galate will step back to the bench after a little breather on the court. And another rotation. Man, this O'Dowd rotation has been just really hard to keep up with.
Crisp. Fresh legs at all time. I love it.
Inbound, there's Griffin. Violent, physical. Couldn't get that one, left it on the front iron, and Timbala comes away with yet another rebound. Bring it forward. Here's Valdez. Ooh, step back, finds a teammate. They go baseline blue. Timbala jump shot, good.
And, of course, quick timeout by Lorente. We're going points. How can we manage this? So now we're going to play a game of checkers for the next minute.
After each possession, rotation, talk it out.
Well, we got to stop the clock, number one. And then number two, it's giving my team strategic play-by-play moments, using my timeouts for this moment right here, and being able to get a good moment of conveying what we need. Unfortunately, they haven't been playing to that expectation all game, and so now he's had to be strategic. One, we want to make this game as close as we possibly can to give us a chance, especially at home, gives us a chance to send it into overtime. If anything and we lose, it still gives us a chance to make the score close enough to give us some credibility in this game and in this loss. So it's all strategy right now.
4 Lions in the backcourt trying to force some pressure. Here's Griffin. He kicks it to Roundtree. Goes right back to Griffin. This is where they try to find that long pass. Roundtree does kick it up to the court to Jackson. He'll drive inside. He'll take a step and float and roll. And Jackson, second half warrior. He's up to 12 points. Fight inside by Blue. They're going to say jump ball.
And I'm just saying,
possession does go to the Lions.
Perfect from the field. Perfect from the field is even more impressive for today's performance. I don't even think he's had a turnover either.
A very impressive performance from the young man. Inside, Kamara, step back. Ooh. Kamara gets his first bucket of the night. That was a pretty little turnaround there. 56-45, still an 11-point game. Dragons working in the in-court. Crisp passing. They go back to Griffin. Just about a minute 15 left in this one, and a quick timeout taken by the Dragons. That's. Oh, no, reach and foul. Looked like Richie had called for it, but they're going to get. They will get Valdez on the reach. Dragons on the bonus. Griffin goes back to the line. It's his chance to cash in on his first points since the first half. And he does just that. Another rotation here. This one feels all but academic now for the Lions. A chance to learn for this team.
There's nothing else but to do, but I want to still see them compete, finish the game out strong. Let me see some other people get action.
Andriotti throws one up, can't get that one to fall. Valdez, full court pressure, goes to Jackson. And there's the timeout from the Dragons. I knew Richie was thinking about it. We'll take 1-2 here as we wrap up coverage here pretty soon. Minute left in this game, 58-45 our score. Back inside the gymnasium, Alex Tasker, Lauren Goodman here. 58-45 our score. Just about a minute left in this one. I mean, what do you think was the difference here? I kind of turned towards that first quarter and how physical I think Bishop O'Dowd came out. And we talk about the 5 or 6 possessions in a row where there was a turnover or a foul against the Lions.
I think Bishop O'Dowd came stronger out in the third. It's as simple as that. Even with a little bit of action, a little bit of traction from DCA, it wasn't enough energy. And again, I don't think they got in the driver's seat. I think they were in the passenger seat for the after the first quarter, the remainder of the game.
Griffin
you got to want to take over.
Griffin will take the inbound pass. He plays back and forth with Roundtree. They play pass. They get it up to Jackson. Willing to work that. Oh, down inside. He finds the young man.
And it's that ball movement. It must have heard me at halftime.
Oh, man. I think they're tuned in. Loftus connects for 2 from deep. That one's no good. It's going to go out of bounds. It's Dragon's ball.
And as we continue to talk about like DCA, the guys off the bench, they got to want it just as much as that starting group, or even if you're a rotational guy, you just got to want to come in and bring something. And I think players get too complacent. You know, that's a whole other story for a whole other episode. But I think they just get too complacent in not being as hungry as possible, especially in a big game like this. Playing Bishop O'Dowd is still Bishop O'Dowd. So being able to play against a team like this, an opponent like this, is you got to come up and show up.
Jackson and Green willing to dribble this one out. They work it down to the baseline. They kick it. No shot is the call from the bench. Shot clock is about to go off now. The violation. And with 4 seconds left, they're going to turn it over. The teams will shake hands at center court here shortly. And this one's going to be a tough one to take on the chin for Lorente's team. They came in off back-to-back decisive wins. And now they're going to take another tough challenge. You know, Lorente does schedule these games. Oh, as Valdez is going to take it right to the hoop. He'll beat the buzzer, and that'll be it. Our final score is 60-47. We'll talk a little bit about where these Lions go here once we reach our post-game show. But once again, our final score, 60-47. The Dragons take down the Lions. We'll come back with a post-game right after this. And welcome back inside the gymnasium. Everyone making their way to the parking lot now. This game final. Our score is 60-47. Bishop O'Dowd going to have a nice drive back to Oakland tonight with a win on the road. Alex Tasker, Lauren Goodman wrapping up this one here. What do you think the difference was, at least for Bishop O'Dowd? I mean, you could look at the stats. They've got 4 guys in double digits tonight. Mm-hmm. All of them big starting minutes.
I think it was the balance of attack from Bishop O'Dowd. They came here like a veteran program and know how to get it done. But I think also, too, for DCA and the Lions, like the back-to-backs impact. Last weekend they were on the road, gone at a game. Then they opened up with league play, 2 big games. Then you have this game. And so you're trying to cram it all in there. And this is where we talk about it early in the season and during December, but players have to understand getting ready for regular season and what it takes to get your body back in that position to go, getting back-to-backs in. It may do a little wear and tear on you, and you think about it, and their week was extremely light. They handled their opponents pretty well. And so in those games, what are you doing? What are you using those time for in those games? Are you goofing off and, taking advantage of, playing an opponent that's not as good as you? Or are you really being efficient? Are you thinking about, hey, I know today's Wednesday, but we play Bishop O'Dowd on Saturday. Am I being effective? And it just seemed like they were a little flat today and not playing into their normal selves and their energy. Their big 2 did what they needed to do. But outside of their big 2, everybody else seemed a little bit off. And that sometimes happens when you have such, those on-off weeks, depending on how your league rotation is with your schedule.
It's going to put the Dragons at 8-5 on the season. Meanwhile, for these Lions, I mean, we've talked about it. They came out a little flat. We've talked about it throughout the night. It's going to be tough. I mean, we look at the scoring here. Jalen Valdez with the bucket there at the end. He's up at 20 points tonight. He was really the only thing that was kind of working for the Lions pretty consistently throughout the game. But, again, this is also the same player that we've seen all season long here. Freddie Blue only connected for 9. He missed everything that he tried from deep. The guy that I kind of circle here, and I hate to pick on him because I picked on him a little bit in the pregame, was Miles Wiggins. And I said I wanted to see a little bit more controlled, a little bit more temperamental play, and he got a couple fouls early, missed a couple buckets, some turnover trouble early. And it's one of those things. He's a captain. He's a starter. You can't get 2 points from a starter.
Players have to be okay with what their scouting report is. Scouting report is sometimes hard to hear because you think that you're better than what other teams may appear. And on the film and when you scout him, he's extremely athletic. He's extremely powerful down low. And you want to take all of those away. Sometimes even in thinking of like he needs a power gallop or a power dribble to get to his explosiveness, I have to give all credit to Coach Ritchie and the squad and his coaching staff for being able to be alert to know how to play him. I think once he got those 2 charges, it kind of played a mental game because he wants to play powerful and he wants to be strong, but the officials kind of set the tone for him, and he didn't respond to that. And that's what your junior year is about, though. It's nothing, no knock to Wiggins. This is a part of the early season of January. You are supposed to learn a little bit more into your game. His role is expanded, and that's the best part about Coach Lorente. He has a plan for all his guys. So whether they started off on JV or they all the way to varsity or started out on varsity, they matriculate to really solid basketball players here. And so as his role grows, he has to learn how to just make adjustments. There were some tough moments between him and Lorente on the sideline, and that's great coaching, but their relationship as well to pull that out of him. Hey, you get 2 charges. That doesn't mean not be aggressive to go to the rim, which it seemed like he did. Kind of deferred a little bit more and kind of held it in. But if he comes out and say, okay, I got 2 fouls, still ready to play, I'd rather him go out giving it his all and playing like he typically plays than kind of retreating. But that's a learning lesson that he'll learn in every game that he plays going forward because this team's going to need every single piece. Wiggins comes in and plays a solid game today. It's a different ball game. And that's not even all on Wiggins. I mean, some of their role pieces. Blue is more than capable of putting up double digits more than he had that 9. He just knocked down shooters. So, again, it seemed like everybody, once it didn't work the first time, finding out the new result wasn't as easy today. And that's where good players turn into great players when you can find a solution to any problem.
The other starter was Kamara of their starting 5, and he
just
only
2
put
points.
up 2. And it was
that's
right
not
there
like
in
him at all.
garbage time, too.
Absolutely.
So you look at it everywhere, just kind of a couple lapses there in starter. Let's look at the positives here. Jep Tambala, 12 points here, a couple of rim rattlers.
He came out like a monster in the third. He
did.
He played big. He played explosive. And you got to get him and Valdez at the same time. I think they kind of defer. I want to see, too, Coach Lorente, I love his offensive sets, but I want to see some more on-ball screens with him and Valdez where they actually use them, get them in some roll sets, get even Kamala on an off-ball waist double screens or anything like that where he can flare to the basket. I seem like everything is so tight. And if a great team plays you, just like this team that we just saw, they're going to pinch it in. They're going to close the gaps. And when your shot's not falling, because this DCA team is so used to dumping it down low, driving and kicking down low, that kind of created some confusion, some tips, a lot of unforced turnovers, some forced turnovers. But that's where you got to be like, hey, let's get a different set to get those 2 guys going. Because it seemed like, hey, Valdez will make a run, get a defensive stop, and then you got Kamala coming down and making plays, almost dunking on everybody. You want to get that continuously flowing. It seemed like one was going, then the other was going. One was going, then the other was going, and you want to get those guys playing at the same pace at the same time.
3 games for the Lions coming up this week. They're at Kennedy, they're at Cordova, and then Friday night, 7:30, right back here at the Oates Family Gymnasium as they take on the Titans from Antelope. That's going to do it for all of us here at NorCal Sports TV. For Lauren Goodman, I'm Alex Tasker and the entire crew. We thank you for tuning in. Once again, your final score, Dragons taking down the Lions 60-47. We'll see you next time. Oh, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. This broadcast is not over. Head coach Mike Lorente checking in right here.
Well, we got the man himself at the table. Coach, tough ball game.
Yeah.
Tell me how you're feeling. Talk to me a little bit.
We just got to get better. It's really a process of finding who we are. I think our word that we're focused on right now is just grit. Just grit. And hats off to Coach Richie and his crew. They took away some stuff that we do, and I think we might have won 2 50-50 balls all night. I think that's really where we sit right now, is just being grittier and tougher. I got a kind of a funky mix of couple of older guys, but a lot of young guys who are learning what this is about. And then just getting beat on the boards and understanding pace of play and when to push and when to hold up and, when not to force stuff and when to work it. I mean, we shot a lot of early shots in the shot clock, and, they were one-in and done-in us a whole bunch. And, at the end of the day, that's not good basketball. We got to make the defense work and then wear them down. And normally we do. We've been doing a better job of that, but tonight we got a little excited, I think, and had a couple guys try to put the team on their back, and it just didn't work out the way we wanted it to. So
we talked a little bit about in depth that it was noticeable that they took Wiggins kind of out of his flow in his game, and you guys, you're coaching him. Your experience, talk to me a little bit about that conversation with him. We explained as well, is like he's going to have some growing pains. He's been growing and evolving in every year that he's been with you.
Absolutely.
Just talk a little bit about that relationship with Wiggins and what you're trying to pull out of him.
Yeah, well, first, Miles is one of the best kids you'll ever meet in your life. He's had a rough go the last 6 months. He fought through really tough injuries, sustained an AU. Then he had a bad knee injury over the summer. He dislocated his kneecap. So he fought through that, and then the last couple weeks he's been sick, coming off the road trip. But he'll give you his heart and soul, run through a wall for you. I just love the kid. Everybody loves him. So he's trying to get back in the groove. He's got some mid-season slumps right now. And so tonight was kind of just more of what happened on the road trip. Again, I just really saw it today. I didn't feel like he was in it all day. And, when he picked up a couple of early fouls, I think it really messed with him mentally. So working with him on his mental strength and his tenacity and just toughness and being able to sustain his efforts and being able to go to him down the stretch when we really need him. So.
Last takeaway from this game, and what's your conversation? A little lighter week next week with some of the opponents, but what's the takeaway from this game?
Well, I think the takeaway is we got to continue to stay together and believe in each other, and trust the process. And so, again, we're nowhere near where we want to be. We got really a month and a half before we need to be there. But we got to get over the hump with these good teams. And I want to continue to plan because it shows us exactly what we need to coach and practice. So, again, back to the drawing board on Monday. We're going to get after it and hopefully get a win and then break down some film and sit with them and start doing some individual film stuff with these guys, or continue doing some individual film stuff and continuing to help them grow and get better.
Thanks, Coach. We appreciate your time.
Thank you, guys.
Hanging out with us.
Awesome. Appreciate it.
Thank you, baby.
And as I reach across to wrap this one up now for everybody for here with NorCal Sports TV, I'm Alex Sasko. That's Lauren Goodman. Thank you, Coach. We'll see you guys next time for our next broadcast live on YouTube for free. Hit that subscribe button. Get the bell on.
Subscribe.
Please.
Like, share.
I got a mortgage. Y'all have a great night. Thanks for tuning in.